Welcome back to Rip, Paper, Scissors. Today we are doing day 6 of Christy's Beautiful Life, and today's sketch is by Stacy DeLong, and we have 2 vertical pictures. Looks like different layers underneath, and little embellishments, maybe a ripped paper, washi. I don't know. Those could be rhinestones or enamel dots or sequins, but we'll see what we come up with. So I have pulled this kit from what we made on a previous video, and this is 49 a market, the eucalyptus paper. And I mixed in some other colors, other lines. What did we have here was Cartabella Gather at Home. And I thought these 2 colors kind of complemented. And I have a white cardstock to mat with or use as a background. And today's pictures are Vancouver Island. A couple of years ago, we had taken a trip over. It's just stunning. It's out in the ocean, Pacific Ocean, so it's west of Vancouver. And just one of the little stops along the way, and you can see the mountain ranges. We had just great weather. There's a suspension bridge. Don't know if you can see. And then there was a spot talking about the route of the totems. So I'm wondering if I can even try to figure out how to get a totem in here. I might use my Cricut. Ooh, that's a scary thought. I've just got to spend time and learn it. That's all. So that's kind of, that's where we're starting. I went just through a few different things that I had just to see for embellishment wise. I've got some geotag dies that maybe we could use. I've got their wooden stumps, wooden slices that are dies. I've got the Tim Holtz, what was this? Biggs tree rings. So I might even try to tuck those in. I had different tree dies from over the years, so I might use some of those. And then I went and found my limited selection, but I really went heavy picking some of these items in, this is Stampin' Up, and I have this matching stamp and dies in most cases. And these are called Frosted Forest. I just love the trees. They quite match quite nicely. This is Forever Forest. Again, love the different ideas there. Peaceful Evergreens. I don't know if that means they're supposed to have snow on them. I like the kind of abstract-y look of those. And then there was another one I had here is just a stamp set, and it is called In the Grove. And any of these could be quite nice to use on this layout. I also have just a little plastic bin of many different leaves I have die cut. While I'm die cutting, I'll just do a whole bunch, and then I've got lots of different shades and designs that I can pick from in the future. So let me go see what I can find even on my Cricut for a totem pole, and I will see what we will come up with for a design. So I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to get on my laptop to be able to do something on Cricut. But it was actually editing another video, and it was going to take hours. So I just gave up. I've just found one of the totem poles from this root of the totems, and just printed it. So I will have 3 pictures on mine, where hers, Stacy's, has 2. But I will tuck that in there, and then I just printed off some quick journaling onto photo paper, and then I had just a little mini version of a brighter color too of that, so I might try to pop that on there somewhere. And maybe the journaling I'll try to cut up down here. If I haven't really even had a chance yet to read it, but I'll take a look. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. I got that geotag ready to roll. Something like that. Not sure about this. Oh, maybe over here. Now, this is how this all started. This is kind of the day I've been having. While I was waiting, I thought, okay, I'm going to get this ready. I tore no, let me say that again. I tore this. I don't know if you can see. I've kind of MacGyvered it all, glued it all back together, because I thought, no, that wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted to tear this because I wanted more blue up high for the sky and the green down low for the forest. So yeah, I glued it all back together. I cut this down by maybe 3/4 of an inch on one side. And then I used my distress tool to roughen all the edges. I inked all of this in black. So this way there is a bit of the background matting it. Okay, so then, yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you need to fix something. So we're something like that. I will get this matted up. There was a little butterfly here that I had ripped off. And now what did I do with them? I just had it. And I thought, oh, I'll show you what I did. What did I do? Well, hopefully he shows up, because I don't know where I've just put him. Okay, well, we'll skip that for now. Sorry, trying to find less glare here. Wow, that's not good at all. Okay, well, we'll just have to try that for now. I did cut using the Sizzix Bigs die. And I forgot, it actually had an embossing folder with it as well that will put in the actual texture. So this was just basic craft cardstock, and I just inked it with walnut stain right on my mat. I just kind of did the pull, rub it on the mat, bring it on, so you don't get chunky bits. You don't want it to look like you just dropped your round sponge right on it and leave a weird mark. So I've got those ready to go. I have cut just the very thin trees, and I don't want to rip any. I'll do that off camera a little slower. And I had also done them in black. So I think, what is my next thing? Oh, and I found some flair that I wanted to use that I had made, just different wood grains. Ugh, sorry. So I'm going to try to get those popped on somewhere. And matte that. I'm not sure about a title. If I do put this down here, I might make a hidden pocket. So you can pull out the journaling. Well, that's a thought. And then still put up maybe root of the totem. Very original, of course. I'm so bad at titles. I just cannot think outside the box on them. I think that's all I wanted to show you on this round. So let me get some more things adhered and we'll see what we do next. I thought I would show you some of my process here. Because I had actually adhered pretty much everything down and then thought about what I was going to do with the journaling, I just kind of carefully lifted this off. No harm done. There's tape with some paper stuck here, but it's going to get covered right back up. That's okay. Again, I'm using my EK Success powder tool, and I'm just dabbing the powder on it. It's like baby powder. And now there's no stick left, and I'll be able to make a little track for this to slide in and out of. So maybe I'll move this. So all I'm going to do, I guess I'll pop this picture up too. Just helps a little bit kind of hold this as a pocket on the back. So I'm going to use my foam strips. I couldn't think of the name of those the other day. And I'm just going to give it a little wiggle room. I'm just eyeballing it that that's pretty much the center of the card. Do that. And that's probably big enough. I just want it to be able to have something to hang on. This will get adhered to the background. So much static electricity. Everything's sticking to me today. Okay. I'll just take that out for now. And something like that. And then I should be able to just slide that back. And there you go. You can make a little note on it, pull me, something like that. Just let whoever's looking at it know that there's something actually to look at. I'm giving it a little fold so it's easier to bend. So yeah, there's that. What else did I do? I've just loosely placed the tree slices. I've popped this guy up on Pop Dots. I pulled those veneers, or sorry, not flares. I'm going to just kind of strategically, so far I'm just using 2. I've got to adhere these all down, the trees, and then it'll be about title and finishing touches. Be right back. Back again. I am getting closer and closer. I found the butterfly on the floor behind me. No idea how he got there, but he's there. Because one of his wings was a little ripped because of being on the paper here. I just tucked it under the flare badge, and nobody will know. Now I've got these sequins that I got from Not Just for Boys. Oh gosh, 2 summers ago, maybe. They may still have it, but they're wood grain. This pack is a mix. So you can see different. Whoop. There's darker, darker, lighter, but they do have a wood grain on them, which is pretty cool. And then there are two others. I don't know that they have a name, but is that the same? No. Yeah, that looks the same as that. So these are just more solid. So that's a solid, kind of a mid brown. And sorry, I keep having to touch my laptop to keep it doing videos or uploading. And this one's the brown, the dark brown from the mix pack. And I guess there's another pack that would be just the light. I didn't get it. What was I thinking? So I think, oh yeah, I have one more mix pack as well. Anyway, I'm just going to kind of scatter them here and there where Stacy had, again, sequins or enamel dots, or I'm not sure what it was. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I will leave you on for just a second here. Now, again, this may not be your style, but I don't mind mixing up my fonts. It's going to be Root of the Totems. It's 3 different fonts, actually. And I have so little left, but I refuse to just chuck them out. I'm finding it, again, harder and harder to try to find these things. I know I can stamp. I know I can cut it with my Cricut or my Vagabond, but this is pretty easy. So until they're gone to the point that I can't use it anymore, I actually threw the square ones in the garbage, and I thought, no, I still rescued that O and that O. So I will get those. I will probably go Root of, and then tuck Totems in here. Pardon me. And then I will add the sequins. I will go around. I quite often leave quite a area not adhered. I tend to use my ATG gun and just go down like a couple of strips down the middle. So if I did want to tuck things, I can still get, I'll show you, like I can still get underneath if I wanted to stick branches or, you know, whatever embellishment I want. And I think all my layers should be like that. Yeah, I can get things under there. And I always do that and then when I've finished, if I haven't needed it and there's something like this sticking up, I just come and give it just a little bloop and another little bloop. And if I see anything else lifting, I'll just give it a bloop. These are taped down. I think everything else looks good. Okay, let me finish up this part and I'll be back. All right, I just have this urge always to add splatter. I'm sure one day it will go away. And I am using a piece of paper this time to protect my pictures, so I don't get it on them and mess them up. And I think I'll take a little bit up top. A little more. This is a paper I'll reuse for dividing my kit collections as I do those kits for Chrissy's Beautiful Life. I will probably do a little bit of journaling down at the bottom here. And I think that's about all I have to add on this one. I've really enjoyed this. It actually went together quite easily, except for the little mishap of tearing the paper. And a minute ago, I was moving stuff around and I knocked the whole container of these all over the place. So again, I used my handy dandy piece of paper to just scoop it off the glass onto it and funnel it right back into the little jar. There's days like that, but I think it looks pretty sweet. And I think that will be it for today. So again, here is the sketch from day 6, Stacy DeLong. I kind of, branch off, do my own thing. I got a great bone start from her with the way I'm calling it, that she ripped the papers like that. And I did use some sequins. I've popped some things. I've got trees. She's got washi tape and she's layered a little different. She's got a punched edge up here. I didn't do it, especially once we got that tab there to do the description of what the root is all about. I didn't feel it was necessary. So thank you very much to Stacy for providing us such a unique sketch. I really enjoyed that one. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you again next time. Thanks. Bye-bye. One last thing, too, I was meant to show you. I have been keeping on a tray beside me all of the papers that we haven't completely used up yet. So I still have bits and pieces. I think this little bit was the background of this. I'm not going to worry about saving that now. I think it can go. There's a piece of white cardstock. I had another white. There was this piece of black cardstock that was in here that I hadn't used, that I did use on this layout for matting. And what else? There's more. So all the little bits and pieces that we haven't touched, even some of those embellishments that I had pulled at the very beginning, are still sitting here. And if I can use them along the way, I will. And if not, they will end up in a series, I'm sure, of what to do with your leftovers. So if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment for me. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you have any constructive criticism, be kind. I'm starting to get a little more comfortable doing this, so hopefully things will just get smoother and smoother with each video. Thank you again so much, and have a great night. Thanks. Bye-bye.